Most people with stiff low backs understand that their diaphragm is dysfunctional, but they don't understand how their diaphragm is dysfunctional. And if they did, they'd get much better results improving what the actual problem is and releasing tension. And the majority of the population has some degree of anterior pelvic tilt, meaning that the pelvis is tilted forward, and you can see what that would do to the lower rib cage. When we're constantly in this position, the diaphragm is stuck in a position of descension. When we inhale, the diaphragm descends and the lungs inflate and the rib cage expands. When we exhale, the inverse happens. The diaphragm ascends, the lungs deflate, and the rib cage compresses. And along with that exhale, the ribs come down. So you can see how someone with lower rib flare would be stuck in almost an inhaled position of the diaphragm. So their diaphragm is dysfunctional to a certain extent because they can't access an exhaled position where the diaphragm can ascend. And the problem is the overwhelming majority of people that are trying to train diaphragmatic breathing overly fixate on the inhale and trying to create belly expansion. But if you have lower rib flare, your diaphragm is already stuck in a position of inhalation. It doesn't necessarily need more of that. Instead, what is helpful is to get a nice exhale and to put our body in a position where it can easily access that rib cage compression and a position where the diaphragm can ascend back up. Then we can work on getting a nice inhale on top of that. Here's a really easy exercise and position you can use to start training that. To do this, get in a seated position against a wall, and I find it helps to have the hips elevated on something a couple of inches high, like a step or some books. Just make sure it's level. And then get your feet out in front of you a comfortable distance apart to the point where you don't feel any restriction in the front of your hips. Now take a foam roller and rest it on the upper portion of your knees. Take your elbows or just in front of them and rest it on the foam roller like so. This is going to be key. Keeping your eyes straight ahead, what you're going to do is very gently reach your arms away from yourself as you feel your shoulder blades separate away from your spine. You're going to feel a little bit of a stretch back there, but it's very minor. Don't reach so hard to the point where you're creating a lot of tension or to the point where your sternum depresses and your shoulders elevate. It's just a nice, gentle 2 out of 10 effort. Now you're going to exhale with a nice open mouth sigh like you're fogging a mirror. After that 5 to 10 second soft exhale, you're going to feel your side abs engaged. You're going to close your mouth and pause for about 2 to 3 seconds. After that, you're going to inhale very gently and slowly, keeping a little bit of that side ab tension on. And you're going to feel your back expand with air. The inhale should be silent and full, not engaging the neck whatsoever. So the inhale is silent like this. The reason why this position is so helpful is because it's allowing your ribs to come down easily without creating a lot of excessive depression of your sternum. This is going to allow your diaphragm to get in that exhaled, ascended position and open up and decompress your back. And subsequently, this position is also going to put your back in a position to open up and decompress with that inhale.